Alright, so what I want to demonstrate here a little bit is a lot of cars, it's not just recent, I mean, it's been like that for a little while, I mean, for at least the last, 10 years or so, have a lot of built-in functions that a lot of people don't know about. For one, like your instrument cluster can be used to help diagnose a problem with your car. If your check engine light comes on, a lot of times you take it to the dealership or you take it somewhere to get the code scanned and they pull a code. Some cars actually have built-in features that will allow you to pull the code off of the instrument display or off of the instrument cluster. Like on my Dodge, from the off position, if I cycle the key on and off 3 times, ending in the on position, not starting the car, just cycling it from off to the second ignition lock, cycling on and off 3 times, it will actually go into a diagnostic mode where it will actually retrieve any fault codes that are stored in any of the modules on the bus. So watch that demonstrate. 1, 2, 3. Now you see that right there. Now what it's doing is actually scanning the PCM, seeing if there's any stored diagnostic codes. And if not, I'll come up as done. Okay, another thing you can do with a lot of cars, older cars that had the little button on the freaking dash to clear the mileage and everything, the trip odometer, you can use that. Or more modern cars that have, switch packs on the steering wheel that do all that, you can use that. So if you, like on this car, if you hold the reset while it's off, then you cycle the key into the on position, your cluster goes into a diagnostic mode where it'll actually check all the gauges. It'll perform certain functions to ensure that the gauges are working correctly. It'll display all your warning lights to make sure none of the bulbs are burnt out or anything of that nature. So it does a sweep test of the gauges. There we go. And it even turns your interior lights on when it does it and everything. So it's it's a handy feature, just for the average car owner to kind of know that there's more locked into your car than what you know of. And generally the manufacturers don't like publishing that, because if people had the capability to at least do some of their own basic diagnosis, I'm not saying you're going to pull code and you're going to solve a problem all the time, because sometimes pulling a code and diagnosing a problem can be a straightforward thing, and there are times where it literally can have you chasing your tail. And even seasoned experts as myself that do it daily, every once in a while you get that one, and we call it the one. It's just, that's it, you get that one that's just like, holy shit, they'll have you on your toes and they'll have you really thinking. But it's good, every professional should get that one at least a few times a year, keep them on their toes. When things become too generic and easy, it doesn't really work. But I hope this video helps a little bit to shed some light on it for people that are interested. Like I said, not all cars do it, it just depends. You can look into it. Most cars do it. All the ones that I work on, for the most part, have some capability of doing it. Even we have older Crown Vics at my job that Border Patrol uses as checkpoint cars, and they have capabilities of actually performing a lot of maintenance functions right on the dash, even checking the circuitry of the fuel sending unit and everything right on the dash. So I know BMWs definitely do. I've had a BMW. You were able to do that. So all right, like I said, I hope the video helped somebody, and if you have any questions, just hit me up.